A comet pops into view as the sun sets, and we all continue to wait for Coronae Borealis to go nova. Let's take a look at what you can go out to observe and image in the night sky for July of 2024. I'm Michael Martin, and this is Late Night Astronomy. We begin July with our continuing watch of the constellation Coronae Borealis as we all wait on a star to go nova. What on most nights is a +10 magnitude star will become a naked eye star in the next few months. About every 80 years, a thermonuclear reaction brightens this star in the northern crown, making it visible to the naked eye for a few days and a pair of binoculars for maybe a week or two before it becomes a dim telescope target again. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for a video that is ready to go the day Coronae Borealis goes nova. And if you own a telescope, go out to observe it before then to be even more impressed at how bright it is about to get. Let's move from a star going nova in another part of our galaxy to our own backyard as we take a look at the best meteor showers coming up this July. To do this, let's continue to use my favorite astronomy app, Sky Safari, to show what you can look up to see and experience in the night sky this month. For meteor showers, our friends in the Southern Hemisphere really have the best show going on this month, but those of you who live in the north can still go out and see a few more meteors than normal. Go outside around midnight on the night of July 29th into the early morning of the 30th and face towards the southeast. There you will see the constellation Aquarius, where this meteor shower will emanate from. On a good year, those of you in the Southern Hemisphere can expect a rate of 15 to 20 meteors per hour. For those of you who live in the Northern Hemisphere, expect something closer to 5 meteors per hour. A nearly last quarter moon will have an impact on the number of meteors able to be seen as it rises higher in the sky, but brighter meteors should still come through. If you miss this meteor shower, don't be discouraged, because my favorite shower of the year, the Perseids, is coming up in August, and we'll have a lot more to talk about with that meteor shower next month. Whether you're going out to enjoy the moon or you want to stay away from it because you're trying to do deep sky observing or astrophotography, let's begin with the phases of it. This July, we have a new moon on July 5th, a first quarter moon on July 13th, a full moon on the 21st, and a third quarter moon on the 27th. The moon also makes some close passes to objects in the night sky this month. Look for it near Mars on July 1st, M45 on the 2nd, Jupiter on the 3rd, Mercury on the 7th, Neptune on the 25th, M45 again on the 29th, and Mars and Jupiter again on the 30th. For some of you, the moon will actually move in front of a few objects in an event known as an occultation. This will occur for the star Spica on July 13th in parts of North America, the star Antares on July 17th for parts of Africa, and the planet Saturn on July 24th for parts of Asia. I'll leave a link in the description below to a website called In the Sky that will allow you to check and see if you'll be able to experience these events from where you live. Our planet drought that's been going on for the past few months starts to slowly get better in July, but you're still going to have to get out early to see the major planets. Let's begin in the evening sky though, where you can go out and see Mercury at its highest point in the sky around July 13th. But most of the action this month will take place in the early morning. Saturn and Neptune will be best viewed after 2 a.m. this month, but you'll have to wait until after 4:30 a.m. to see Mars, Uranus, and Jupiter low in the east. One unique opportunity will be on July 15th, when Mars and Uranus will be very close to each other in what we call a conjunction. Using a 24mm eyepiece and my 12-inch Dobsonian telescope will reveal a roughly 1-degree field of view, letting me see both of these planets in the eyepiece at the same time, if I remember to set my alarm that morning. Everyone loves comets, and this month we've got a couple different ones that you can go out and see whether you live in the Southern or Northern Hemisphere. Let's begin with 13P Olbers, which is going to be at its brightest point early this month, becoming a binocular and telescope target after sunset at around 6th magnitude. I viewed this comet about an hour after sunset a few weeks ago, and the only difficulty in finding it was waiting for the sky to get dark enough to see it pop into view. This month it travels through the constellations Lynx, Leo Minor, and Ursa Major. Our next comet, 12P Pons Brooks, is only visible from the Southern Hemisphere and continues to dim each night, making it only visible now through a telescope. Pons Brooks will travel through the constellations Puppis and Vela throughout July. Another comet is C2023 Atlas. This comet continues to slowly brighten and is going to be a faint, blurry target through a telescope as it travels through the constellation Leo. As we leave our solar system behind and travel into deep space, it's important to know for this portion of the video that you're going to want to get away from as much light pollution as possible, and that does include the moon, to get the best observations and images of these types of targets. Let's begin this month where we left off in June, in the constellation Hercules. Moving down from Hercules, we get to one of my favorite regions of space due to the diversity of objects present in it, the constellation Lyra. Begin studying what this constellation holds by enjoying views of one of the brightest stars in the night sky, Vega. At a distance of 25 light-years, this bluish-white star is a gorgeous sight to the naked eye, binoculars, or a telescope. Now let's move down to one of the most famous double stars in the night sky, Epsilon Lyrae, more commonly known as the double-double. What appears as two stars orbiting each other at low magnifications will reveal themselves as actually a pair of binary systems orbiting each other at higher magnifications. This is a great test of the optics of your telescope, and I can normally split both of them through my 12-inch Dobsonian telescope between 150 and 250 times magnification if my mirror is cooled and the sky conditions are steady enough to see it. Let's move across the constellation Lyra until we come across the stars Sheliak and Sulafat. Right in between these two stars is the remnant of a star possibly once like ours, that has shed its outer layer of gas, creating an expanding ring with a dim white dwarf star near the center. We call it the Ring Nebula. I've viewed the Ring Nebula as a faint, fuzzy star-like object under dark skies using a pair of 10 by 50 binoculars, but if you use a 4-inch or larger telescope on it, you'll really start to make out the ring and its faint details as you increase from 100 times magnification to 200 times. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description below covering more deep sky objects that you can go out to observe or image. Those are just some of the best things that you can go out to see in the night sky for the month of July. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and consider subscribing to this channel to join our growing community. But most importantly, let everyone know what you're hoping to get out to see in the night sky this month in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for your continued support, and clear skies from Late Night Astronomy.